This game is called Rainstorm, and this is a game that we often do at the end of our Peace Games class. We do the energizers in the beginning to get us excited, right? Get us moving. And we do Rainstorm to cool us down, to finish it off in a nice way, and this is how it works. The game's called Rainstorm because we're going to make, it sounds like a rainstorm, we're going to make our own rainstorm in the classroom. And this is how it works. When I look at you, you're going to do the same thing that I'm doing, all right? It might be this. It might be this. It might be this. It might be this. Okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to keep doing that until I look at you again with something else. All right? So if I look at you and I do this, when you see me look at you, you should be doing this. Only when I look at you. And if I stop and look at you, you should keep going until you see me look at you again. Good. So we're going to add some other things to make our own rainstorm, okay? You keep going until I look at you again with either a new movement or with nothing, okay? Ready? Great. Give yourself a round of applause. So, you can see we made our own rainstorm. From starting soft, getting loud, to moving away. So thank you. So that's called Rainstorm, and that's one of our...
sounds too.
Yeah, you can totally hear it. So that's one of our transition games.
I believe Peace Games has always been really ambitious in our vision. Peace is in demand, I think. People want peace in their schools, in their neighborhoods, and in the world. And Peace Games is in a good position to help to fulfill that vision by working with kids and community members and families, and trying to bring people together and start a dialogue in a setting that is fun and accessible. Peacemaking is undervalued, and Peace Games is trying to make up the difference.
Okay, so now we're going to play a game called Big Wind Blows. And this game is going to let us learn a little more about each person in the room. We might already know a lot about each other. We're going to learn a little more. And how this works is each person, except for one, has a home base. And you should each be standing on your blue home base. I'm going to be the first person in the circle, so I don't have a home base. So there's going to be home bases all except for one person, all right? That person's going to stand in the center, and they're going to say something about themselves. And they're going to say it by saying, the big wind blows for people who, and then they're going to say something that's true for them. So an example I might use is everybody that grew up in New York. And if there were people in New York that grew up in New York, you would change spots and get to a new blue home base. Now, since there isn't space for everybody, somebody's going to be in the middle. That person that's in the middle gets to choose the big wind blows for, and then they say something that's true for them. All right? So I'm going to start off in the center, and I'm going to say the big wind blows for anybody who has a sister. So Calvin is in the center, and he's going to choose who the big wind blows for.
All right. The big wind blows for someone who have traveled out of the United States.
Traveled outside the U.S.
The big wind blows for anybody who has fresh sneakers on.
Oh, it looks like she claimed it. Pick another one.
Alright, the big wind. The big wind blows for anybody who has any piercings. Come on, man.
Right, and you know what? I almost broke the rule of going to the person right next to me, so I figured that out, but I got stuck in the middle. Big wind blows for anybody who can speak another language. And one more.
The big wind blows for anybody whose favorite color is blue.
Good job. So let's go back to our original spots.
Where was I? I was here. I was right here. How do you know where I was?
So that's a game that lets us learn a little more about everybody around here. Who said they changed for a language they spoke?
What?
I can speak
What do you speak?
Spanish.
Spanish?
Spanish.
Spanish, French.
French? Spanish?
A little bit Spanish.
A little bit of Spanish, a little bit of sign language. And I speak Italian, but not very well. So, great.